Oh, hi, I'm Willie. Welcome to the live stream on a Saturday night. I don't know if anybody's here yet, but as you all start filtering in, let me know you're here by hitting that thumbs up and also let me know how the audio sounds. David Grishko's in the house. Hey, David. Does it sound all right over there? Uh-oh. That thing is somehow. Oh, that is going to bug me. That is going to bug me. Hey, Shane. Whew, I took that down to show some folks. And then it got all wibbly wobbly, tilty, and bothered me. And you can see that I've hung this stocking with care. I'm not St. Nicholas, but and it's just using double sided tape, so it keeps falling off the wall. My wife says I need to take it down anyway because it's not Christmas. I disagree with that. So I hope you're all having a spectacular Saturday evening. All right, so everybody say hi to David Grishko in the comments. David has become our newest subcontractor. So if you're reaching out to us for help, there's a good chance that if you're on the networking side, the wireless side, I've got a couple customers that getting ready to introduce David to. So, all right, who else? Hey, Ryan Sharp. Ryan Sharp. He works for Peoria IT. Friend of mine owns that company. So Ryan's going to get a trial by fire, so to speak, meaning that when you name your company like Peoria IT, people come to you looking for solutions, right? So not just something you can play around with. So Ryan's going to learn a lot really quick. And hey, Jeremy's in the house. If you haven't seen Jeremy's channel, he concentrates a lot on Linux. Go check that out. It's good stuff. John's in the house. How you doing, John? Cody with Mac Telecom Networks is in the house. Alonzo Smith is in the house. Good evening, everybody. Dave Robertson, how you doing? Tony the Quick Tech is in the house. Let's see. I think I've got everybody. Reginald has a question on UniFi and port forwarding. Go ahead with your question, Reginald. That is what we are here for. All right. While Reginald types his question out, is there a way to do a port forward with all ports open? So what you are referring to is a one-to-one NAT. And currently with UniFi, there is not a good way to do one-to-one NAT. You could do some like weird, like where you do a range of ports, like 1 to 65,000. Oh, Joe with cajoling is in the house. Sorry, Joe. Sorry. So what's in the cup? So Joe and Tony put up with my belly aching and my complaining all week as I gave up coffee earlier in the week. This is the first time since last Sunday that I've had coffee. So I made a whole pot. My wife will not be drinking coffee until next Saturday when she can have something. So if you don't know, if you haven't been following, we're on the whole 30 and we're in the final stretch. Joe says my head looks slimmer. I think it does look a little bit slimmer. So so what you're looking for is a one-to-one NAT, but you cannot do that with UniFi. So you could do like a port forward range if UniFi would let you do 1 to like 65,000 or whatever. I don't know that I recommend it. It might inadvertently make things puke with UniFi. Ryan Sharp says he had a guy come in the other day looking for a laptop recommendation that was not made in China. Good luck. Good luck. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember Back to the Future, or even if you're younger, you've seen the movie Back to the Future. You remember that scene where where he's back in 1955 and Marty and Doc are talking, and Doc says something to the effect about, oh, what made in Japan, and Marty goes, all the good stuff's made in Japan, Doc. So there's a good chance that I mean, the thing is, right, we like our consumer goods to be inexpensive, and to do that you have to the high cost of production in the United States. Look, I would pay for laptops that were made domestically. I would pay for networking gear that's made domestically, the whole bit. I would pay that extra premium for jobs to help produce goods inside the states. But the way corporations are set up, and I'm not going to blame them. I mean, they are making money, and so it is very inexpensive. I even know some American-made brands who used to have who make products out of like cast iron that you cook over a fire with, and they used to have them cast here in the states. The prices got high because of the labor costs, and so they literally shipped it out to China. It's sad, you know, that that's where we're at sometimes, but I mean, it is what it is right now. All right. Yes, Danny Mullen, we are here on a Saturday night. We're going to talk about a few things. Yes, if you're here and you can hear me and everything, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It does let YouTube know that you think we are still relevant. So, yeah, so you need a static NAT or an SNAT would be a source NAT. No, you need a DNAT, and you would need an SNAT rule to do a one-to-one properly. And UniFi is just not going to let you do that. Ryan Sharp says the only thing made in the States is the CPU, right? I don't know. Can anybody tell us? Anybody in the comments tell us? Are CPUs actually made in the States? And are the components that make those up made in the States? And all the machines that make those, were those made here? It'd be interesting to know. I think Tesla is making huge strides in like I think Tesla, not only besides building awesome cars and then Elon Musk sending all this awesome stuff into space, I think they've also revolutionized maybe like the logistics of manufacturing. And so they like, I think they like invent new ways to like streamline manufacturing and stuff like that. So we'll see. Joe, this is not the ATEM. I don't have my overhead light on. So when my overhead light is on, this picture doesn't look this sharp. But you and I and Tony need to get together some night later in the week, and we need to get the ATEM fired up. UniFi does not have a DMZ feature. It does not. Yeah, I'm going to have some wafers after next week. Yeah, we are really good at designing things. Ryan Sharp is right. So if you look at like Apple products, it says designed in California, you know, made in China. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that at some point some of the manufacturing does come back this way. If it does, it does. If it doesn't. And yeah, Jeremy says that AMD is made in Taiwan. So yeah, this is just coffee. So does anybody here besides me still read books? Oh yeah. Yeah. What different manufacturers do. What Reginald is saying is that he's used to watch guards in their vernacular. So their nomenclatures, you know, static NAT. So every manufacturer, yeah, they got to do their own little twist, which let's talk about like jumbo frames, right? So there's a few people that are like obsessed with jumbo frames. And if you know who you are and you're here, you can raise your hand, you can make a comment, but there are people who are obsessed with jumbo frames. And I typically don't use jumbo frames because here's the thing, while jumbo frames, and this probably deserves its own video, its own explainer video. While jumbo frames are cool and they're a thing, they're not actually a standard. So it's up to every vendor to implement jumbo frames in the way that they see fit. So if you have jumbo frames enabled and all of the devices cannot talk the same byte size on those frames, then it doesn't work. So yeah. So I had to, hey, Dennis Pillow is in the house. I already see somebody in the chat who I think is going to be a troublemaker. So I'm hiding the user. Let's see. I hope I hit the right one. All right. Hey, Dennis Pillow in Southwest Indiana. I hope you're on the mend and doing well, my friend. So Reginald wants to know, how would I incorporate an edge router into a UniFi setup? So the first thing that you do is you carefully go to your USG. Here, hold on.